I don't know you guys, but sometimes when I am working on my Mac, get super frustrated, see some storage problem, maybe my device encounter a thread and I don't even know it, or I simply don't feel it fresh and clean. So these are the moment that I call for help, and CleanMyMac is actually the app that I use to solve all these problems. So today we are not just diving into the app, we are also going to have a design review. First up, this app offers deep cleaning and system optimization like no other. It scans your Mac for all kinds of digital clutter, like all cache files, system logs, you name them. By removing these cobwebs, you're giving to your device, your Mac, for example, a noticeable boost in performances, and you can tell that every process will run faster. So when we open the app, what we are going to see is this beautiful interface. We can see this 3D model when we hover the iMac, a greeting message, and a gorgeous button that is so primary that you can't see anything else except this one. So from a design point of view, we have a very clear navigation. Every category from the smart care, which is an overall system checkup that you're going to do. You can go to the cleanup section dedicated to system archives to maximize your performance and make more space. Also, the protection section, you can see that we always have these dedicated 3D models. I think that the team really made an exceptional job here, because every category, it is so nice to see like this kind of interaction. Also, you have a dedicated section for the applications, so in case you are struggling to delete or uninstall some app that you installed, you have like this manager to help you. Last but not least, my clutter, you can select a dedicated folder to analyze. So let's press the scan button and actually see what comes up. So we are going to have all the section listed. We're going to go through each one of the archive, the protection, the performance. For example, here we're going to see the first result. You can see these like ring, just like an activity ring on Apple Watch. You will have this ring across the primary button, and also, you can stop this performance, so it will immediately stop the analysis that you are running. The moment that we complete all the different sections, we are going to have a result view. Okay, so now that we run the main analysis, we can see the results. So for example, I have almost 30 gigabytes of junk that are detected by the system, no threat detected, which is awesome, and performances task that we can run to maximize the performance of the device. We have no viral update and no duplicated download, which I think are super awesome results, as like for one of the few times that I've been running the analysis. So in case we go to the review of the first cleanup, we can see a cleanup manager, and all the different categories have like a specific icon, which is super cute. So system cache and files has this cute clock and gear item, and we can see that we have the most of the gigabytes that can be deleted. So you can select or deselect every folder that you think necessary to keep or that can be removed. And in mail attachment, we don't have anything. Also for the trash bins, super clean, so we can set this as done. Also, we can go in the performance manager, the section dedicated to general and specific tasks that help like make the software and the hardware stay in shape, if I can say that, because it is like maybe something easier to say in Italian, and I don't know if it translates well. You'll tell me, guys, if you understood that. So now we can totally run the cleanup. So we can select the run button and we're going to see our Cinderella app to start working and improving this device. Now that we completed the analysis of the device, we can actually see here in this pop-up tooltip, some sort of tooltip, the final result. We can see here the labels dedicated to the Mac health, and the status is excellent, which is awesome. I love it. I love it when I hear, like, when I read positive feedback, and like I feel more safe and more ready to work on my task. And we can actually see here that we had 2 more actions that we can take. So analyze your storage using my clutter, and also check your Mac for all kinds of threats and vulnerabilities. So these are 2 deeper actions that you can take. So we can go there in a moment. Or for example, we can see that the 30 gigabytes are now cleaned, no threat for the threat detector. The 2 tasks in the performances sections are completed. We don't have any updates and nothing to tidy up. We can also see here the log of the results. We can start over, or we can go in the assistant section. So we can see here we have this vibrant aura around the device. We can still see here the excellent status, and also have more actions that we can take. So try cleaning my Mac business. Can restart the Mac because it's been like 130 days since my last restart, so I should totally do that. I'm like a criminal for not doing that for so long, but always working, never stopping anyway. So we can also analyze the storage, so scan my clutter and detect potential threats, which is the same like action that we saw previously in the tooltip, the advanced tooltip. Keep icon in dock, get rid of junk files, so we can start it all over again. Or we have a beautiful letter with a heart to stay in touch and receive the latest news from the app. So basically, in case we go to the scan my clutter, we can see here that allows all photos. We can see here that we are going to have like a deeper scan of my folders. So we are really digging through, just as the labels says in the analysis. So we can actually see here as result that we have some files, almost 300 files to sort through. We can use quick recommendation to review them by hand. We also have like 3 boxes. I love the fact that when we hover stuff, you can actually tell that you have a dedicated interaction, a dedicated status. So we can see here like the gradient. It is super awesome. I think that the UI of this app is so nice to see. It's so interactive and so alive. Like you get feedback for literally every action that you take. So it is super awesome. So this is why I use this app, because it can totally do the job, and it can do it so well. Last but not least, another super cool feature of CleanMyMac is that you're going to find an icon inside the title bar of the Mac, and you're going to have a beautiful dashboard that is going to give you very interesting data on your device. So it is like a preview of what the app is going to do for you, and you have an overall situation of your device, of your Mac. When you select one of these boxes, you will have gorgeous graphs. Also for the CPU, you're going to have these beautiful graphs here for the memory and like battery. I'm not sure that you can actually find another app that works so like fluently and with such an immersive interface. So basically, this was like an additional part of this product that I love so much. Now let's talk talk about you guys. Did you enjoy this app, and like, do you find it interesting or useful for your case and your Mac? How can you download and experience this product? I'm going to add a link in the description down below. I hope you found this video useful, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you so much guys for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.